Welcome in to what's likely to be the very last and not my scene as this thing has kind of come to a close, I suppose.
No one will know either.
That's true. That's the sad part, yeah. We've got one more. We exchanged songs and we'll review them. I'll, of course, put the songs and videos down in the description if you want to go check those out. We will do one more thing next week, I think, just sort of a review of the whole series process and some favorites and some least favorites and things along those lines. So look forward to that. Who I think will be the only person that'll probably watch this.
If you watch this and share it, Taylor will give you $5.
That's right. That's right. And tell I'm out of funds. So one person, get to it. So anyway, we got one more of these to do. Which way you want to start?
I'll set you up first.
All right.
So the song I gave you is Jackson Browne, "The Pretender." It is on the soundtrack of the Mr. Holland's Opus.
It's true.
Soundtrack, which is redundant. But it's a good song. I love it. I like Jackson Browne's voice. It's silky. It's smooth. It's an interesting song. So it's not my favorite, but I like it a lot. It's my favorite Jackson Browne song.
Okay, interesting. It is on the Mr. Holland's Opus soundtrack. That's good. That's a bright spot for me. I like that movie quite a bit. The song itself, though, not a big fan. Not a big fan. I find the song to be too soft for me, and too long. Both of those things, so it's not for me. I certainly get why people like it, and Jackson Browne is obviously very talented. He's not my favorite, not by a long shot, but yeah, he's very, very talented, obviously. But it's just not. It's just not it for me. You know, lyrically, it centers around this person, the pretender, and his sort of observations as he travels through time. It sort of talks about, you know, going through life and just sort of going through the motions, and maybe being somebody else, somebody that you are not living your life, which is kind of a thing that does hit sort of close to home for me, because when I was probably in high school, I'd say there were points where I was just trying to do, you know, what was cool, right, or what I thought other people wanted me to do, and at some point I realized, like, just do what you want to do. Like, why would just make you happy, you know, that sort of thing. And since then, I've been pretty happy with where I am. And so that was a big moment in my life, I suppose. So it's kind of relatable in that way. I mean, the song itself, I think, is very relatable to a lot of people in that particular way. I would imagine most people at some point probably go through that sort of thing. It's not a typical song structure. It's just sort of, I don't even know how to really, it's like, I put here, it's more of a commentary that is sung rather than a song. It's wild to me also that this song was played and still is played on like classic rock stations, because like,
is it
it's
played
not.
much?
I heard it on the one that's in Des Moines. I don't remember.
Okay, the bus.
I heard it on that a couple of years ago, because I've heard this song a couple of times before this, and I remember hearing it on there, and I didn't know what it was at that point, but I remember hearing a song that just didn't fit with all the other songs that were being played on the radio station, and now I know that it was The Pretender, and so that's a weird thing.
Part of the reason I like it is because it's so different.
Yeah. It's not for me. If you're like Matt, you'll probably like it. If you're like me, you won't.
Okay.
So that's my thoughts on Jackson Browne and The Pretender. It also is not you know, the song that the Foo Fighters covered. Like, those two songs are not. Those are different songs.
One of these things is not like the other.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my review on Jackson Browne and The Pretender.
Okay.
The song that I gave you, Matthew, is a song by the band The Dead South, and it's called "In Hell I'll Be in Good Company." And I said it like the way they sing it there. That's
in good company.
Yeah, that's right. It's a song that I don't even remember how I came to be aware of it, but it's one of those songs that is very catchy. I just need to hear it one time, and that was it. And it was stuck. I think it's really, really good. They were actually in Des Moines, not in Des Moines. They were in Iowa City not too long ago, and I meant to go to their show, and it just didn't happen because I'm forgetful.
Yeah. Well,
So anyway, what'd you think?
well, first of all, they're from Regina, which is a funny name to say.
It's true. That's accurate.
They are Mumford and Son, an Old Crow medicine woman's child. They spawned from that. Sort of the video. It's typical attire, suspenders. My brother had suspenders for his wedding because he was like in that. It was like a thing. Like you have to have something to hold your pants up that fit.
Sure.
And the hats and all that. It's just very much that folk bluegrass look. The video itself is quirky yet really intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy that kind of looks at him like they look funny, and I really relate to that dude. But it's very engaging. I like it. So they do more with two instruments than you should be able to do. They have a cello, which the dude has strapped on and he's playing it like a bass, which is not normal.
No.
They got a banjo. There's a little stomping, a little snapping, a little whistling, and that's all they've got. 3 vocalists, one a very raspy voice, one's very high harmony. He does a great job, holds the whole thing together.
Yeah, I agree.
Without the harmonies, the song sucks. With it, it's great.
Yeah.
And then the bass cello player is playing it like a bass, has a raspy but smooth voice. I like his voice a lot. And so, yeah, it was good vocals. Good vocals. The banjo player doesn't sing, and why is that? Trying to figure out why.
That's a good question.
It feels like they could make this music on the porch.
Yeah.
I like music that I feel like you could actually see someone make. I'm sick of listening to music that you know they couldn't just grab instruments and play.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So much of music is that. It's great that, I'm a Beatles fan.
Yeah.
And so Beatles eventually got to this point where they couldn't just do that.
Yeah.
And it's neat. It's great to see what you can do in the studio and sounds and being experimental. I like that, but I also like it as hey, these guys came over to the house, and they grabbed their instruments and we played it, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And that organic style of music, I enjoy that. That's how I grew up, was with people who could do that. They had the Viola Church would have a monthly gospel night, and the house band was bluegrass, and so I found myself, I'm not a huge country fan, but I love bluegrass for that reason.
Sure.
Good musicians making good music. Maybe they're not the greatest singers, but there's something about their voice that's interesting.
Yeah.
But this song is super catchy. It's old-timey yet kind of new feeling. The lyrics are about the murder of a wife or the end of a relationship. Most likely the murder of a wife.
Yeah.
And
very relatable.
Yeah, very relatable for anybody that's ever been OJ.
That's right.
That's right. Which
He's gonna sue you now, I would imagine.
You did it. I think. Don't do it to me. But if you do, just make sure the glove doesn't fit. But anyway, it's a story song, which you enjoy.
I do.
I know that.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it was catchy. I found myself listening to a lot. 0 earmuffs.
That's right.
That's the rating you get on this. 0 earmuffs and 0 distortion. But yeah, it's just a simple song that's catchy, and the songwriting itself and everything is good enough to keep you in it. And it was a delightful little ditty.
Yeah. And I'm certainly not a good enough whistler. I was just want to say
I'm a better whistler than he is.
Yeah,
it's not actually good whistling.
It's not great, but it's better than what I can do. So I'm not going to try and redo it for you. But it's one of the catchiest passages of whistling I've heard in quite some time.
I got that. Not since Dock of the Bay have I whistled as much to a tune.
Yeah, that's right.
It's or the song from Robin Hood, the cartoon with the fox.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the other whistling one. But I like it. In fact, I probably will listen to it more.
Yeah,
it's just chill.
Yeah, it is. And I think I said this that it was a song that I thought that you would legitimately like.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised at all that
it's simple, musical, and again they did it with a cello played like this, and a banjo. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I really like it. Again, I don't remember. I wish I could remember how, if somebody suggested it to me or whatever, so that I could give them a shout out. But I think it's really good, and I haven't yet. I don't know anything else that the Dead South have done. So I can't tell you if this is indicative of what they typically do or not. I should, but it's this song's so good. Why do I want to go listen to more?
From what I've understood from them, they're like Mumford and Sons, Old Crow Medicine Woman, but they do sarcastic-y dark lyrics sometimes.
I know they have a cover. I have actually heard a cover of a song that I can't remember.
You're
what
My
it is.
Sunshine?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know. But they're interesting, and it was good music, and so
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. It's a good one to end on. It's a good one to end on, I suppose. So that's that. Come to a close.
We're done.
We'll do, like I said, we'll do that one. We'll do one more, just sort of a wrap up and kind of, what was our favorite, what was our least favorite, which ones are we still listening to, things along those lines. I don't know. We'll see how things go, but stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah. It's the only way they're gonna see the next one is if they watch this one, right? And then they just keep refreshing until next week when the new one comes out next Wednesday, which is not even a full week away if you're watching this when this is posted.
You keep saying they, like there's multiple. Maybe it's just gender neutral.
There's several of
Just
me
gender
watching
neutral
this.
for the one person.
I'll watch it one time and then I'll watch it again. And for those two people, just stick around.
There's a reason we're stopping, Taylor. By popular demand.
That's right.
This is the last one.
All right, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. If you did, good job, Taylor.
Hit it.